All right. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, 5 wide is the only is yeah, it can give it some issues. So, yeah, I got to work on. I haven't worked on 5 wide too much. Yeah. Yeah, definitely some holes. Yeah. I s Oh, definitely. Yeah. Were you running any were you running any zone drops? Yeah. Yeah, that offense I don't know. I like to run like super fast that offense, but only problem with that is like fatigue. So, what's up, Dez? Hey, Dez, shoot me a text. I don't know if you ever shot me a text, man. I don't have you in my phone for some reason. All right, guys. I just talked with the. I think I just talked with the Browns user. He should be booting up right about now. So I'm gonna swap my screen over to Seth's screen here, and hopefully it should be good. Let's see here. Glenn, can you see the screen? Can you guys see it on the share your screen thing? Over under. Oh gosh, I'm not live. No wonder. One sec here. Let me fix the. Let's get that live. Oh yeah, Hoodie. Have you seen Seth's team? It's crazy. Like it's crazy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Des, I'm checking my phone right now. Shoot me another text if you wouldn't mind. Seth, he should be ready. If you have the opportunity to have one steps and he's not putting one steps on him, bold move.
Byron Jones with mid zone and deep out. And I remember y'all brought up him having Myles Garrett on his outside linebacker position with that under pressure and edge threat. Does he have two edge threats, or is that his only one?
I think he has two.
I think he has two.
I think he has.
Oh, he has T.J. Watt too with under pressure and edge threat. So that's going to be crucial as well, because having those two edge threats, and if you don't have anybody with an edge protector on your rough time, yeah.
All right, Glenn, can you hear
Browns
us?
has a 77 right tackle and a 78 left tackle, so it'll be interesting to see.
Glenn, can you hear us?
So who's the guy that's playing with the Browns?
I don't think I know his actual name, but it's unrated. It's IB unrated or some. I'm pretty sure, but he's also the co-commish. He helps me out run the league too. He does a great job too. So he's been helping me. He's been a godsend for me, honestly. So he's been helping lead the league too. Gotcha. Yeah. But anyway, Glenn, what do you think the best way to do this is? We got 3 of us. Do you think? Do you want to have Hoodie and Yashi as
So-
an analyst, and
So
just
I mean,
use me
I can just
sparingly?
do. Go ahead.
Or I was just gonna say, do you want, since I'm playing in the Super Bowl after this, do you want to just use me sparingly and have Yashi and Hoodie do the majority of the color commentary?
However you guys want to do it, it's totally up to y'all.
What do you guys think?
Sure, if that's how you
Yeah.
want. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with
Whatever's
that.
good
We're
with
gonna turn it over to Glenn.
Yeah, it's your
Glenn's gonna
channel.
lead it.
It's your world.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna turn it over to Glenn as we get kickoff here started. So Glenn, take it away, and we'll go from there. We'll have some fun.
Being Chip, and kind of get your thoughts on this game. What are you looking forward to seeing?
Deep. I mean, it's very intimidating, and I just want to see how Cleveland's gonna step up to the plate and see what he does.
The New York Jets definitely have superstars everywhere at basically each position on the football field. So it's going to be interesting to see how he attacks his game. It's definitely going to come down to possessions, I believe, and trying to at least get the Jets off the field or get takeaways.
All right, looks like Seth is setting up his team here as he's getting ready to go on offense first. So the winner of this game will face Cody in the Super Bowl. Cody, I believe, is 18-0 going into the Super Bowl. And it would be crazy, guys, if we had two undefeated teams in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think I've never seen that ever in a franchise league. Actually, two undefeated teams going against each other. That's literally bragging rights at its finest.
That's right. First play runs up the middle and it's stopped, and so the Browns start off pretty strong, a loss of 2. And it'll be very interesting, like you guys said. Also offensively, it almost seems like Seth's got a lot of playmakers offensively as well.
Definitely, he has Lamar Jackson leading that offense with, I believe he had Nick Chubb at running back. And he also has 2 ability wide receivers on the outside with Mark Andrews going up the middle at the tight end position. So Browns starting off with 2nd and 12 on defense is definitely a huge boost for their confidence.
So 7 seconds remaining. As some of you might know, a lot of the players will allow the player to set up everything. Looks like Seth's ready to go here. Under center is Lamar Jackson. He'll hand it off, and again, stopped up the middle. So 2 back-to-back plays where IB Unrated has had really good defense called. And guys, he's faced with his first test here on 3rd and 13.
And that looks to be number 99, DeForest Buckner, who is the Browns' X Factor defensive lineman. So that's very huge for his players to come up big on defense for right now.
Yashi, if you're Seth, what do you call up here? What play do you call to try to keep the chains moving?
I definitely think you go to a gun bunch tight end. Go to the boot over. Get something that's really crucial to this first drive. And make it easier on yourself. Roll out. Try to get the delay fade as quickly as possible. If not, try to clear out the right hash or the left hash and see what happens.
Back to pass to Jackson. He's going to throw it long, and it's going to be incomplete. So IB Unrated steps up his game here on 3rd down and is going to force a punt. So that's a huge stop there by Unrated. And we'll see where he'll get the ball. And he'll take it at the 40. He's got some running room. Going to take it out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. So in the Jets territory. So guys, here we go. We're going to get ready to see what this Browns offense is all about and what he can do against this defense that Cody that Seth's going to be bringing on the field.
Yeah, it's definitely not a start that the Jets was looking forward to.
So here comes unrated. He's going to head the ball off. He's got some running room up the middle, not much, but he'll able to get 5 yards and bring up a 2nd and 5. And what would your guys' offensive strategy be against this defense? Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. So I'll just pose that question again. We know how elite this defense is. What was your strategy? And I'll start with you, Yashi. What kind of strategy would you have offensively going up against this, incredible defense that Unrated is going to be going up against?
I think offensively, right, you don't dare try to pass the ball, right? There's too many DBs, on the field, especially on the Jets side, that they have too many abilities. You definitely want to run the ball. You want to establish the run, make it 3rd and manageable for you. If you can make it 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 for you on a regular, I think it would be very crucial for him to make this game easier on himself, so that he could make it 3rd and manageable, convert it, and keep the chains moving. Right? You don't want to be in a 2nd and 10 situation or a 3rd and 9 situation where you're forced to pass the ball, and all of a sudden it's a pick 6 going the other way.
Hoodie, what?
Definitely. Oh, my fault. I was just going to say, definitely, I agree with everything that Yashi's saying. He wants to develop that run game at least. He wants to do the quick pass game, taking what the defense will give him, because I feel like that's a very, very greedy defense led by Jalen Ramsey. So it definitely be interesting as well. Like Yashi has said, you can't afford to hold the ball on a 3rd and 9 or 2nd and 10 situation to where those experts will just eat at you.
So how important would it be for Unrated throwing the ball to make sure he has, and we've heard this term, route combos. Is that overrated? Do you think that would play into Seth's hands? I mean, how do you view that?
Well, personally, when I faced Unrated, he had a lot of
So Craig will take it over, offensively. And we'll just kind of recap what's been going on. Seth had the ball first, not able to get a first down, and was forced to punt. So Craig with the ball with the Browns, as he's got Ben Roethlisberger as his quarterback. And he was going to go to Mostert over to the right side and a shoestring tackle back to the line of scrimmage to 3rd and 6. And again, gentlemen, we talk about that speed that Seth has. It showed up right there.
He definitely has a lot of speed from the linebacker position. I believe that he's putting a lot of his safeties at linebacker, substituting them in so he can get more of that higher change of direction, a higher speed and acceleration, so guys can just fly around the field. He does a real good job right there stopping the run.
So Seth taking the timeout. Must Must have had the wrong play call or whatever. But guys, timeouts I guess timeouts aren't nearly as big of a deal in the first half, and maybe it is in the second half. Is that accurate?
I don't know if that's completely true. It just depends on how you chew the clock and manage the time in your favor. If you're down 7 going into the half and you could pull off, a quick 3 points going into that half, you should try to do it, especially if you have the timeouts to do so.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Yashi. So Craig right there finds a quick dot that gets him up to the 33 for a first down. And here, Greg, the Browns moving the ball pretty well so far on this drive, guys. So, we talked about Seth's defense. We might have we might have overlooked a little bit of Craig's offense, able to find some real estate there and get the first down. So it brings up 1st and 10. Back to pass Roethlisberger, going to throw a screen out to Mostert, and he's got some running room. He gets it up to the 30. So gain of 4. And me personally, gentlemen, I think that's a pretty good gain for Craig.
Yeah, that's definitely the start I was talking about. The quick passes, the screens, the underneath, anything that you could take to kind of basically punch back at this intimidating defense.
So we got 2nd and 6 to go here at the 30. Craig on offense with the Browns, Seth on defense with the Jets. A little quick out. It's going to be complete. And he's got the ball up to the 20-yard line. And another first down and moving the chains for Craig and this Browns offense. As, we talked earlier in the broadcast about this defense. And, Craig and this Browns offense might be making us eating our words a little bit here on the first drive if he's putting together a pretty nice drive.
And what's crazy about that play that you ran right there, actually the bunch open offset, that's actually something the Browns actually took something from my game that I was running against him. So he's really using the RPOs to his advantage. I want to see him utilize it more to make the game easier for himself.
And a nice little throw out to the flats to Mostert, and he takes it back out to the 10. So 2nd and inches, and again, just fantastic. He's taking what the defense gives him, guys. There's no doubt about that, and that's what you got to do against this defense.
Yeah, he came in with a plan, and he's sticking with it.
So 2nd and inches at the 10, 2:24 to go in the first quarter. As Craig and the Browns taking advantage of the stop that he had earlier in the game with Seth on offense. So again, 2nd and inches at the 10. Roethlisberger under center. We'll see if he runs the ball here. And he will, up the middle, and he's going to be tackled. Looks like he's going to be short. Yep, he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So Yashi, Seth's defense steps up and forces a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and if you're Seth, that's a really good win on that 2nd and inches right there. I want to see him go back to that and see if he could shoot the gap real quick to stop this offense that's been going very easily down the field.
Motion's high. He's going to go stretch. He's got some time. He's going to take it up to the 2-yard line. And Hoodie, he's able to run the ball and successfully and get it up to the 2. He's close to pay dirt.
Definitely. After the second down where he tried to run it, his guy was stopped before the first down marker. I guess he decided to run it again, and he was pretty successful on that, staying at the 2. 1st and goal.
So we could possibly be getting the first touchdown in the game, and Craig and the Browns is knocking on the door here. So 1st and goal from the 2. In a pistol formation, hands it to Mostert, and he's going to get in. It's touchdown Browns as we get the first score of the day. And Hoodie, I think he leaned on the run game most of the drive, and he's able to get, and it pays off as he gets in the end zone.
Definitely. You're going to, like I was saying in the beginning of the game, you want to have to punch this defense in the mouth. Be very physical at the line of scrimmage, running the ball. He's going a lot of east and west with his passes, but still being able to take them upfield. Seth didn't do his defensive favor with the punt return that the Browns had earlier, but hopefully his offense can get back on track.
And Yashi, as Seth gets back on offense, what does he need to do offensively to try to find some type of consistency?
Well, that that's the biggest answer to that, right? Who does he have offensively to torch, Craig's defense? And the number one answer to that is Henry Ruggs, right? You got the fastest receiver in the game besides Tyreek Hill. So I want to see him utilize Henry Ruggs, a lot of crossing routes, a lot of post routes, and just use and abuse them all around the field.
1st and 10 from the 25 is Seth and the Jets. Audibling out the line. So Lamar Jackson back to pass. Got some time, going to roll right. And he's going to try to throw it to the tight end fade. He's got to complete to Gronkowski. Unless I believe that's Gronkowski. Might not have read that right. But anyway, takes it up to the 40. So 1st and 10. So here we go with the up-tempo offense and the gun bunch. He's making some audibles at the line. Back to pass. He's got all the time in the world. Here comes some pressure. He's picked up. Now he's just going to run the ball. No, he's going to see if he's got some more, and he's just going to throw it away. Very good defense there, Hoodie, by Craig and the Browns.
Definitely good defense by the Browns. It seems like he's running a lot of man, but he has a bunch of QB spots out there that, kind of contain Lamar Jackson a little bit. It'd be interesting to see what Seth does to try to counter that. It seems like Seth is running the crosses combo with the delayed fade. I wonder if he'll add any more route combos here.
So 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. Just threw the ball away in the last possession. Lived to see another down. The big thing for Seth here is not to turn over the ball, being down 7-0. 2nd and 10 again from the 40. Motions Chubb to the left pocket of Lamar Jackson. Back to pass is Jackson. Has some time. He's going to throw it out. It's going to be knocked away. And he throws it into triple coverage. And Yashi, that was dangerous.
Yes, very dangerous. And I'm surprised that Seth even threw that pass. You got to take what this defense is giving you. You know that this man coverage is going to be suffocating, with Marlon Humphrey at the helm of it. So you gotta take what the defense gives you. And then take a little page out of Craig's book when you get back onto defense as well, because you have the superstars to play man coverage. I want to see them utilize man coverage, when he gets back on defense as well.
3rd and 10 from the 40. Seth trying to answer the touchdown scored by Craig and the last possession. Again, the winner of this game plays Cody in the Super Bowl. A lot at stake here, plus $100 to win the CFM. Ruggs motions over right. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Done a lot of time. Actions. Here comes Jackson. Here comes pressure. It's going to have to throw the ball, and it's going to be almost complete. But there was pressure coming, and Hoodie, there were almost a sack. But luckily for Seth, it wasn't a turnover.
Definitely. I've yet to see Seth try to run the ball here. It's obvious that the Browns are going to stick to this dime look as long as Seth is in bunch tight end. And right there, it seemed that instead of putting his guys in the spots, he decided to send the pressure, which was definitely a great adjustment that Seth was not prepared for.
So 4th and 10 from the 40, on his own 40, I should say. It looks like Seth's actually going to go for it here. And it looks like Craig's in. Is he in? It looks like he's in punt.
Quarter
return.
overload.
Okay. So here we go. 4th and 10. 14 seconds to go. Back to pass. He's going to throw it out, and it's going to be complete. Wow. A huge conversion there on 4th down. Yashi, that's exactly what Seth wanted.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to Seth right there. He has a threat detector, which he's able to see how many blitzers are coming at him and during that down conversion. So, very crucial ability that he has on Lamar Jackson. A very clutch route to convert that 4th down as well.
So a huge conversion there for Seth on 4th and 10. Hasn't really been able to move the ball very well so far. That was the first big play for him in the game. So we start in the second quarter at the 45, a little quick out to Ruggs, and it's complete. And he takes it up to the 39 for a gain of 5. And Hoodie, it looks like, even though it's the second big play for Seth, he's starting to starting to feel it. Looks like momentum might be shifting just a tad.
Definitely. After picking up that big conversion, he's doing what you're supposed to do, getting the ball to your superstars. So I like what he's doing right now. Though he hasn't run the ball, those screens and whatnot are just as good as running the ball, those short games that you need to keep the chains moving.
2nd and 5 from the 39. Seth, again, trying to tie this game up. Audibling at the line. Back to passes Jackson. He's got a lot of time here. He's going to throw it out, and it's going to be incomplete. Wasn't able to get both feet in bounds. And Yashi, how much of it really, when you start a game like this, I mean, I know it's just a CFM, but you've got people watching. You think there's nerves involved?
Yeah, I definitely think there's nerves involved. Whenever there's people watching, you always want to, cross your T's and, dot your I's as well. So it's, very important that, Seth just calms down, take it easy, take it one down at a time, and just make sure, you take what the defense gives you. Don't overthink anything. Just do what you can to get down the field.
Throws a quick throw over the middle, and it's going to be complete to the 35, so 4th and inches. So another big 4th down here. Be interesting to see what he does here. Does he run the ball or will he throw? We'll see if Craig can force a 4th down stop. He's going to throw it. He's got it complete. And it's right. What a nice play there by Seth. It looked like he caught the defense in the right play because he's able to convert.
Definitely. With the offense that Seth has, you can't really key in on one specific person. You have to take account everybody that's on the field, even the quarterback with Lamar Jackson.
1st and 10 coming up here. Can Seth answer with a touchdown? So, Hoodie, what play call would you come up here? What would be one of the play call you might dial up here?
Well, you know me, I'm a big runner, so I'm trying to come out with an inside zone or an outside zone. As Seth goes right there for an outside zone for looks like a game at 8.
I think he was right
there.
Yeah, I think he might have been reading your mind, Hoodie.
Yeah, definitely want to establish a run game. Even if you're not a huge runner, it's always good to catch your opponent off guard.
2nd and 3 from the 20. 7-0. Craig up by a touchdown. And again, Seth trying to answer that score. So he's going to hand it off to Chubb up the middle, and he's going to get it up to the 19, so only a gain of 1. So he's turning to the run game a little bit. And Yasha, we talked a little bit about that yesterday about, mixing in the run and the pass, keeping your opponent honest.
Of course, and when you keep your opponent honest, they have to respect everything that you do on offense, right? So definitely what Seth is doing right now is, he's keeping the defense honest, and just because he got that 1-yard gain, it doesn't mean that Seth should stay out of running the ball. He should definitely keep at it with the inside zone or some type of count or sweep.
So 3rd and 1 from the 19. 3:55 to go in the first half. And he's going to go right back to Chubb up to the middle, and he's going to get it up to the 5-yard line, the 6. And Hoodie, he's laying on that run game, and rightfully so. It's getting him a lot of yardage and getting him closer and closer to the end zone.
Definitely with these unbalanced sets such as trips and bunch tight end. He had the Browns usually has a lot of his guys on one side of the field or the other, so running in with a counter right there or a power road to the opposite side definitely opens up a lot for your offense.
So 1st and goal from the 6. Flips the play. Again, has been running the ball the last 3 or 4 possessions, and it's been working out pretty well here for Seth. And he's going to run the ball with Chubb, and he's getting to the 1. Touchdown, Seth. Touchdown, Jets. And Yashi's able to close the gap with a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's a big, very, very big touchdown for Seth. You got 7 points on the board. You take that ghost off of you of not having 0, and now you're tied up with with Craig. I want to see what Seth does defensively, okay? Because he has the guys to cover Craig's offense. It's just a matter of, are you going to commit to the man coverage, and are you going to be very dirty and up in the gridiron when it comes to your user and lurking everything.
So he ties the game up at 7. In the previous drive, Craig had a really good methodical drive. We'll see if he can do that again against this defense. Again, we talked about this earlier in the broadcast. This defense is loaded. So be patient and give you what the defense gives you. And he throws a dot over the middle. And Hoodie, it just seems like for Craig and the Browns, it's just be patient, right? Just be patient and don't make any bad reads and force a throw.
Definitely being patient. Seems like the Browns was expecting Seth to go to man coverage right there, and he dials up a nice man beater with an inside throw. The Browns just seems to be really smart. He knows what he needs to run on offense. So very good game so far.
So 2:45 to go in the game. He's going to run a little option. He's got it. Get punched to Mostert, and he's got a lot of room. He's going to take it up to the. Let's see. Did he get to the 42? He did get to the 42-yard line. Hoodie, a huge play right there for Craig and the Browns.
Definitely, he's keeping the tempo right here. Going, hurry up. It'll be interesting to see what he calls on this next play.
So 1st and 10 from the 42. Very good play calling here by the Browns. It's almost like he's making Seth guess as to what the next play is going to be. And the play clock just under 5 now. And he's going to take it to the 2-minute warning. So, Yoshi, you got to like the way that the Browns are running their offense. And Seth's a little unbalanced on defense right now.
Yeah, and it seems like what the Browns is doing is he's making it very unbalanced for him to approach the line of scrimmage, right? Anytime it seems like Seth is, flipping his defense, Cleveland is switching their offense towards the other side to get an unbalanced look as he, runs for about a 4-yard gain. Well, no, 1-yard gain, my bad.
So Raheem Mostert makes it out to the 41-yard line. And we'll see what happens here is the clock with about a minute and 56 to go. And Hoodie, is the clock really a factor right now?
Definitely. If I'm the Browns, I'm trying to waste as much clock as possible because I know going into the half, I get the ball at half. So right here, Seth comes up with a huge fumble. Definitely needed that, and he definitely needs to score right here because, like I was going to say, the Browns gets the ball at half. With Seth wasting that timeout earlier in the first quarter, he kind of was pressed on time a little bit, but his defense was able to make up for it.
A huge turnover there for Seth and this defense after Craig and the Browns was moving the ball pretty well. And an unfortunate event for the Browns as it gives the Jets great field position. And now Seth can take the lead going into half, depending on how much time he uses. But it looks like he's going to go in that strong, close formation and rely on his running game. We'll see if he does that. And he will. Hands it off to Chubb as Chubb bounces off one tackle, but not able to break off the second, and he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage. And Yoshi, it looks like Seth's going to rely a little bit on the run game this drive.
Yeah, and he should definitely, rely on the run game too, right? You have a minute and 39 left on the clock. So what you want to do is you want to waste as much clock as possible by scoring as many points by the end of the half so that you can leave, Cleveland with as little time as left on the clock as possible.
2nd and 10 from the 46, a minute and 30 and counting in the second quarter. Audibling at the line. We'll see if he's going to pass here. He does. Back to passes Jackson. Got some time. Clean pocket rolling right. And here comes some pressure. He's going to throw it over the middle. He's got to complete to Anderson. To Andrews. He takes it down to the 26-yard line. And here we go with the no huddle as he quickly gets back to the line of scrimmage to keep the Browns off balance. We'll see what play he dials up here. As Seth trying to get in the end zone and take the lead. Back to pass. He's got some time. He's going to throw it. And it's going to be, it looked like it could have been picked off, but he overthrew And Hoodie, a good job there by defensively. It looked like he was bringing just a little bit of pressure.
Definitely. I feel like the Browns has seen that that Seth is really favoring that right side, rolling out to the right and waiting for that delay fade to pop open. So really good way to send pressure right there. And hopefully he could hold this offense to 3.
So 2nd and 10 from the 26. Again, Jackson audibling out the line. He's got one timeout in his back pocket with 40 seconds to go in the first half. Craig and the Browns need a big stop here. Back to passes Jackson. Going to roll right. He's got some time. He's going to throw it, and he's going to be a dot to the 7-yard line. And Ruggs with a huge catch and gives him a 1st and goal from the 7. Yoshi, a nice read there by Seth.
Yeah, and for your Cleveland right there, you cannot give that up, right? You know, it's 1st and goal now for Seth with 35 seconds left on the clock at the 7, right? He has all the time in the world to waste as much clock as possible and one timeout to chew it as much as possible as well.
So it's a stop here, and forcing a field goal would be the best case scenario for Craig and the Browns. And Seth now going to audible and go under center in that strong, close formation. He's going to hand it to Chubb. Chubb goes up the middle, gets it nailed at the 6. Able to hold on to the football. He's going to call a quick no huddle. Doesn't use that timeout. So 16 seconds and counting. Audibling at the line. Time ticking down. Back to passes Jackson. Has some time. And he's going to try to go, and he throws it in the end zone, and it's caught. It's touchdown. The Jets score. Ruggs in the back of the end zone. And Hoodie, just like that, he's able to get it on the board with 7 seconds left to go in the first half.
And yeah, that was definitely opposite of what the situation that I want to see from the Browns. Gives up a touchdown right there, but like I said earlier, he gets the ball at halftime, so hopefully he can tie the game back up. But the momentum is definitely swinging towards the Jets right now.
So Seth takes advantage of the turnover and takes the clock all the way down to 7 seconds. He does have 3 timeouts, but that's not going to do much for him, as he might have a play or 2 left to go. We definitely has 1 play. We'll see if he's able to get 2 plays out of this. And it looks like he might just run the ball and take this to the half. We'll see. He's just going to hand it to, play action. Roethlisberger. He's got some time. He's going to throw a dot over to, can't make out who that was, gentlemen. Are you able to see? For whatever reason, my screen is a little foggy.
I believe that was to Dawson Knox, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, Knox. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Yep. So he's able to take the time down, and here we go with the into the second half. And Hoodie, if you're Craig, not a bad half except for maybe the turnover, and you're only down by 7. So against this team, I guess it's the best you could hope for. Otherwise, being tied, he needs a huge half.
Definitely. I feel like that turnover came off of just him holding the ball for too long. I feel like he got pretty comfortable in the pocket. He was trying to develop his reads, but again, he needs to stick to this quick passing offense and the quick run game.
So he tries to throw a screen. He's going to lose 5 there, as Seth was ready for that one. And Yoshi, I think he might have run that a little bit too many times. It looked like Seth knew that was coming.
Definitely. I didn't like that play call that Cleveland just called right there. You don't usually call a screen on 1st down. A lot of people expect to run on 1st and 10. So a screen is, kind of considered a, run play just out of a passing option. So it's just very bad play call by Cleveland.
So he's going to play action. Here comes the pressure, and he's able to get it off. But that could have been dangerous. And Hoodie, Seth's starting to dial up some defense. He's starting to feel good about this, and the momentum has definitely swung in Seth's favor.
Definitely. He's able to play a little bit more aggressive with his blitzing and his coverage, because he can depend on those cornerbacks of Jalen Ramsey and I forget the other cornerback that he had, the other superstar ability cornerback that are able to play press man coverage and not get beat deep.
So back to passes. Roethlisberger, pressure comes, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield at the 10. And the speed of this defense is starting to show up. There's just nowhere to go, Yoshi, on that play.
Yeah, and if you're Cleveland, right, you should not be passing the ball, right? You have to go back to what you were doing originally back in the first quarter and what got you those 7 points in the beginning, right? You're running the ball consistently down the field, and Mostert was basically carrying the load for you at running back. You got to definitely, if you're Cleveland, you got to look back at running the ball again. You have more than enough time on the clock to establish a run. Just because you're down doesn't mean that you don't. You have to stop running the ball.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for Seth. This will be his first possession of the second half. And you would think a score here would be detrimental to Craig and his comeback and possibly heading to the Super Bowl to face Cody. Under center. We'll see if he decided to run the ball or not. Looks like he might be passing. We'll see. Motions Ruggs. Back to pass. Got some time. He's going to go long. And it's going to be almost intercepted. A dangerous pass there by Seth. And Hoodie very fortunate to have another try at this.
Definitely. I did not like that play call at all that Seth had dialed up. He's up by 7 points. He's in really good field position. I'd go back to what he was doing in the second quarter where he was wasting a lot of clock, move down the field, because you have the players in order to move down the field whenever you need to.
So 2nd and 10 from the 42. The last thing you want to do is give Craig a reason to get back in this game when he about just did that with that turnover. He's going to run inside zone to Chubb, and there's nothing there. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. And Yoshi, for Craig, it's just about bowing up and defensively and making a play, and he did just that on 2nd and 10.
If I were Cleveland right now, you got to make a stop on this 3rd and 10. This is very crucial to the momentum swing of this game. You stop Seth right here, force him to punt the ball, or even get a turnover on downs, you're going to be, momentum's going to be on your side to go score a touchdown.
No doubt about it. 14-7 is the score. Seth in the lead by 7. Seth with the football at the 42. After a huge stop on the first possession of the game where Craig had a chance to tie. Back to passes Jackson. Pressure's coming. He's going to throw it across the middle. He's got it to complete to the running back to Nick Chubb. He takes it up to the 41. So a huge conversion, and he goes to the no huddle. Quickly gets back to the line of scrimmage. And a great dot there to Chubb. And here we go. Back to passes Jackson. Again, time. He got a man wide open as Nick Chubb once again on the receiving end. And he gets out of bounds at the 14. And Hoodie, he's just dotting him up with the running back. And Seth making some nice calls offensively on back-to-back possessions.
Definitely. He's getting his running back involved. Really nice to see. And as I was saying earlier, it's too many players out there for you to just key in on one. So it'd be good for the Browns to bow up here on defense and hold the Jets to 3 to make it a 10-point game. But it's not looking good for the Browns defense so far.
Yeah, moving the ball pretty methodically and with pretty much a lot of ease here so far for Seth on this drive. 1st and 10 from the 14. There definitely is enough time for Craig to get a stop here, though, and make this a game. We'll see if he can do that. Jackson rolling left. Here comes some pressure, and he's going to take a sack. It looks like he was going to try to throw the ball away, but Yoshi, or it looks like they might have it looks like he did get the ball away. Yoshi, what did we just see there? Because it looked like he might have had the sack. That was interesting.
It looked like he tried to get the ball away at the last moment. Turned out actually in Seth's favor that he actually got an incompletion. So now he's still stuck with a 2nd and 10 situation.
So 2nd and 10, he's going to go to Chubb. And a nice job there, Hoodie, by the Browns. The loss of 1.
Definitely. DeForest Buckner on that defensive line for the Browns is putting in major work in this game. And he gives a stop right there for 1 on Nick Chubb.
So it brings up a 3rd and 11. And just like Hoodie said just a little bit ago, this would be a huge stop for Craig if he's able to force 3 here, because that'd make it a manageable two-score possession rather than being down 2 scores. But either way, he needs to stop here on 3rd and 11, as Seth has been able to convert every third down so far in this drive. So from the 15, 3rd and 11, motions his far right receiver out. He's going to roll right. This he's going to run with Jackson. No, he's going to throw it across the middle. It's a dot. It's a touchdown. It looks like it's to Gronkowski. No, it wasn't. It looks like it's to Andrews. But either way, a huge score right there for Seth Yoshi.
And I like what Seth did right there. He's lucky that he didn't get a legal forward pass. Looked like he was just about to go over the line of scrimmage. But other than that, Cleveland's user kind of got out of the funk when he saw Lamar Jackson rolling out, and he basically just gave up the middle of the field. And then this is the situation you don't want, right? You don't want to be down 14 against the superstar lineup of the Jets.
So, Hoodie, here comes Craig and this offense try to get back in this football game. Where does he go? Where does he go from here?
Well, definitely he wants to go into the end zone. Tom is kind of on his side. He has another quarter to try to tie up this ball game, but he wants to get in the end zone as fast as possible right here.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 25. We'll see how he can try to score quickly, as this defense has been swarming around. Wow! He's got Isabella. That's a fantastic play call. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Browns. And Hoodie, I think he heard something that you said. That was a quick dot, a quick touchdown, and huge for Craig and this Browns team.
Yeah, you can't get in the end zone any faster than that. On the first play on his drive, gets into the end zone with Andy Isabella. So very good on offense, but still the defense has to step up. He knows that Lamar Jackson does what he needs to do on his feet. He knows that he needs to worry about the wide receiver as well as Nick Chubb. So it's going to be interesting how he adjusts on defense.
Yoshi, ever since the first possession for Seth, where he ended up having to turnover on downs, this offense has been pretty good so far.
And if he's gonna win this game, right, he's gonna want to stick to running the ball as well. And the reason why I say that is because now you're up still 7 points with a lot of time left on the clock. You don't want to bring Cleveland back into the game, right? You want to milk the clock as much as possible, and you want to get the W.
So 21-14 after Craig does a quick score on the last possession to bring this score to 21-14. And he's going to throw, and it's going to be almost picked off as he closed in on the receiver. It looked like he was open for a split second, but the Browns quickly close in. And Hoodie, good defensive possession there on the first play for Craig and the Browns.
Definitely a good possession right there. Would have liked to see the Browns going with the pick, make it a more interesting game. However, the Browns are still not out of it.
2nd and 10 from the 25, about to pass is Jackson. And again, going to the running game. And he's got a pass downfield, and it's going to be complete. No, he did not get both feet into bounds, so it brings up 3rd and 10. Yoshi, Seth going to the pass, not really going to the run game here. Is that surprising to you?
Yes, that is surprising to me. You're one game away from the Super Bowl. You have the chance to win $100 as well. There's a lot riding on this moment, and you don't want to, mess up the moment of making a mistake down the field.
So here we go, 3rd and 10 for Seth in this offense. Craig needs a big stop here. Back to pass. He's got some time. He's going to throw, and it's going to be caught by Nick Chubb at the 40. It looked like it might have been covered, but he's able to get the ball over the defense. And Hoodie, a huge conversion there for Seth on 3rd and 11.
Definitely. The Browns kind of caught in a sticky situation. He had the Jets at Seth. He had the option to either run it with Lamar Jackson, but he decided to throw it with Lamar to Nick Chubb. I'll be interested to see how he kind of tries to stop this bunch tight end, because Seth is definitely favoring the right side of the field.
And a huge penalty here for Seth, as he is not able to get the ball off in time, and the clock rolls down to 0, so it'll be a delay of game. And the ball will be taken back 5 yards. So 1st and 15. And for Craig, he needs a huge stop here. If he's able to get a sack or something, or a turnover, it'd be huge for Craig and this Browns team. So 1st and 15 again from the 45. And Seth's going to run the ball. He's going to go to Nick Chubb, and he's able to get the ball out to the 40, so he's able to get the penalty back. Actually, maybe a little more. So 2nd and 9 from the 40. Yoshi, it looks like Seth might be relying on the running game just a little bit now.
And it seems like, now that he's, working down the field and he's on the Cleveland side of the field, he's trying to work the ball by running the ball, just wasting more of that clock to get it into the fourth quarter.
So 38 seconds to go here in the third. And we're close to seeing who could be going to the Super Bowl to face Cody. Taking some time. And Seth, now he's going to go back to pass with Jackson. And he's going to throw a dot over to the side, and it's complete to the 19. And a huge play there for Seth, and for Craig, it's just chipping away at that possible hope of coming back. And Hoodie, he needs a huge stop here in the fourth quarter.
Needs a huge stop here. It seems like he hasn't found an answer for this offense that Seth is running since the first quarter of this game. So it looks like he's going through the plays that he has in a specific formation that he likes. So we'll see if he'll be able to come away with a stop or a takeaway.
So for Seth, it's to not turn over the ball and try to be mistake-free. For Craig, it's causing that turnover so that he can try to get a quick score and tie this game up. So as we start the fourth quarter, Seth at the 19. Inside the red zone, Ruggs motions over right. Back to pass is Jackson. He's got some time. He's going to roll right. He's going to throw quick to Carson, who's got it to the 5. And he's going to get down to the 1. The ball did not cross the plane, so Yoshi, a huge gain there for Seth at the 1-yard line. He has a chance to put this game away.
Yeah, and if you're Cleveland, that's very heartbreaking to see that drag route just get so wide open over towards the right side of the field. I want to see what Cleveland does with this red zone defense right now. You're at the 1, nothing is impossible. You gotta somehow get this red zone D, up to par and just shoot the gap and make sure that Jets doesn't score right now.
So at the 1, he's going to go to Chubb. He's going to go to the right, and he's not able to get into the end zone. And he's going to go to the no huddle as we reach the 5-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. As you got to think this score right here would put a couple nails in the coffin for Craig. And he goes up the middle, and no. So Hoodie Craig he's got his back against the wall, and so far he's been able to stop him here on these last 2 possessions for Seth.
Definitely. He's been expecting to run right here at the 1-yard line with Nick Chubb and that freight train X factor and his other superstar abilities. He was expecting to run, but I still think that he has to come up with at least 2 more stops. If I'm Seth, I'll be a little bit more aggressive to try to put this game away.
100%. I believe Seth will probably end up with this 4-down territory for Seth for sure. Jackson empty set as he motions over Chubb. And he's just going to go up the middle with Lamar Jackson, and he gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Seth. And the game and the lead's increased to 27-14. And Yoshi, it just makes almost makes this comeback a little less impossible for Craig.
Well, I don't want to say impossible, right? We did just see it on Cleveland's last drive.
That's true. That's true.
A one-play score. So let's see if he could come out of that RPO again, right? Because that last drive that Cleveland had, it was a RPO where the corner was actually on a pick end to go for Lamar Jackson. I mean, to go for his quarterback, and instead it left the receiver wide open.
Hoodie, I think the last thing that Craig wants to do right is turn over the ball. There's no doubt. So take care of the football here on this drive.
Definitely, a turnover here would be very, very not good. Not good for the Browns right now. It gives the opportunity for Seth to not only put at least 3 up on the board, but waste the clock down and try to waste those timeouts that the Browns have.
Actually, absolutely be detrimental to his comeback method. Here goes quick back to pass, and the pressure is brought by Seth, and he's sacked, and a loss of 5, and that's not what you want And Yashi, just that quick pressure off the right side there, it didn't have any time to make any kind of adjustments or a quick decision.
Yeah, especially when you have Denzel Ward, who I believe is like around 97 speed, 96 speed, coming off the edge so quickly like that.
Throws a screen, and gets it complete, and gets it to the 24, so he gets 4 yards back, but brings up 3rd and 11. And the clock is not on Craig's side as it's down to 3:28 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Winner goes to the Super Bowl and plays Cody for $100 in the CFM. So he flips the play. We'll see what Craig's got up his sleeve here. Play action, and it's going to be stopped, and he's going to be sacked back at the 22. And so Seth getting a huge stop in 4th and 13. And if you're Craig Hoodie, you've got no choice but to go for it here.
Definitely had to go for it here. It looks like he tried to go to another RPO with the right side, having a bubble on the right side, but wasn't able to get that ball off to the wide receiver. So 4 down territory. If he doesn't pick this up, it's going to look like a victory for the Jets.
So 4th and 13, the game on the line on this play. If he's able to convert, there's some hope. If he's not, Seth will go to the Super Bowl and face Cody for 100 smackers in the CFM. Back to pass is Roethlisberger. He's got some time. It's going to be incomplete. Seth will take over at the 22. And Yashi, you can wrap it up. It looks like this game's over.
Yeah, and that's very heartbreaking for Cleveland, right? Like the route was wide open, and just unfortunately he just drops the ball in that situation. Cleveland is, they did their best to, hold off the Jets as much as possible. Jets defense and offense has been very stifling this whole game.
Yeah, hats off to Cleveland for sure. And Hoodie, after that first possession, after Craig went up 7-0, Seth adjusted, and he's been playing pretty well, and it's just been too much for Cleveland to handle.
Definitely. He stayed pretty balanced on offense. On defense, he decided to become a little bit more aggressive due to the corners and defensive backs he had on the field to be able to cover the guys that the Browns were sending out. So really good game plan with the Jets coming in, and I'm interested to see what they do next week.
So 28-14 is the score. Seth up by 2 touchdowns with 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 6. You're probably going to see some run here, and you will. Chubb up the middle. He's going to get to the 14, so he'll be short of the first down. And we'll see what he decides to do here. Either way, a minute 46 and counting. This game is all but over. Stay tuned, because the next game will be for all the marbles, as Seth and the New York Jets will take on Cody and the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl for $100 in the CFM. So, well, let's bring in Cody, gentlemen, as he gets ready for this game. Cody, we'd love to get your thoughts on this game. What really has stood out to you with the way Seth has played? Looked like his back was against the wall at the beginning of the game, but he's been able to fight through it.
Yeah, I think definitely hats off to Seth for that. I mean, I thought the Browns were going to run away with this game, and I'm surprised at Seth's defense. I've never seen this version of big. I mean, I've never seen the way he's running this big nickel. You see, he's got his safety on the inside third is basically on the line of scrimmage. So I'm surprised at how well that's worked for him in this game. But he's also been able to generate a ton of pressure with those pass rushers on the outside there. So that's the one thing that I'm going to be concerned about. And to be honest with you guys, I'm probably going to have to roll out of the pocket a lot just because of how good his defensive line is.
Cody, looking at his offense, what's going to pose some issues for you defensively in trying to contain his offense?
Henry Ruggs, mainly. Anytime you have someone that has 99 speed, it's going to be a challenge. His offense doesn't scare me too much. It's mainly his pass rushers, but yeah, I think his offense will make a couple mistakes. I think he's good for at least maybe 1 or 2 picks a game. So I think I can get at least a turnover. But his defense, I think, is what scares me a little bit, just because of he's just got such a good pass rush there. So,
Well, Cody, we wish you the best of luck, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side.
all right, appreciate it, guys.
Hoodie and Yashi, as we close this game out, what are you looking forward to with this matchup between Seth and Cody?
Well, I know right now what I'm thinking is, how is Cody gonna approach offensively to his defense, right? Like Cody said, those two pass rushers with edge threat are gonna be very key to Seth's defense. So I want to see how Cody utilizes the rollout method. See how could he utilize the delay fade, and I want to see him be able to take the quick flats very seldomly as well. You want to make the big play against this type of defense, right? I doubt Seth is gonna drop a big play, but the problem is with this type of defense that Seth is playing, right? As Cody was elaborating to, with that, that middle third going towards the line of scrimmage, it leaves the whole middle of the field pretty wide open. So I want to see how Cody could expose that with the bunch tight end.
On my take on it, the both users seem to use the same kind of offense, same style of offense, that bunch tight end. Try to hit different areas of the field. So I feel like the Super Bowl could come down to whoever gets the first stop.
Yeah, Cody mentioned that he feels like Seth's good for one or two turnovers a game. And guys, I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I think if Seth's if either one of them commit one or two turnovers of a game, and that player is able to get points out of that, that might be the difference in the game.
Yeah, and if you look at turnovers, right, like it's okay to make a turnover here and there. Just don't make it a consistent thing, right? Sometimes your opponent is gonna outplay you in certain possessions, and that's fine, right? Sometimes you're gonna get an incompletion, or your guy's not gonna toe tap near the boundary on 4th and 2. So you just gotta you know be confident in what you're doing, and even if you do make a mistake or two, you just know that you're still in the game. You might have enough time left on the clock. You take advantage with whatever's given to you in that situation.
So getting ready for the Super Bowl between Seth and Cody, and see if he's able to do that. Yes, so he's able to get into the EA account here. Maybe.
Really quick question, guys. Oh no, go ahead, Hoodie.
I was just gonna say, heading into the Super Bowl, I know a lot of, sports broadcasts, they do a kind of like a score prediction. Does anybody have a score prediction for this upcoming Super Bowl?
Good job, Hoodie. Yoshi, I'll let you take it first.
I think Cody is gonna come down with the W. I think it's gonna be a score of like 31-17. I think Cody is gonna find what he needs offensively to roll out and do what he has to do to get the job done. I think defensively he's gonna be utilizing the speed he has at corner and the match principles that he's been learning as of recently to kind of confuse Seth, and on the offense side of the ball.
Well, you know what? I'm actually going to take Seth in this game. I'm going to say it's going to be a 35-31 game. I think it'll be close. It's just watching his defense and the speed he's got. I think he can cause turnovers. I think both offenses can be exciting. I think they will be, but I think Seth's defense gets a huge play in the game, which will be the difference.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. The Jets have a lot of stars on their offense and defense, so I feel that Seth could do something in the Super Bowl. Again, like I said, it comes down to whoever's able to make the first stop, get the first takeaway or even a couple takeaways, because when you get into that groove, when you throw that first interception or you had that first fumble, sometimes the second one may not be too far away. So we'll see.
Pretty great suggestion there. That's that's a good point. I'm glad we were able to share the score here. I'm sure it pumps up these guys to know we're picking against them. So maybe it gives them some kind of juice. Who knows? So, so Cody trying to restart the Ps4. Looks like he was having some issues signing into the EA. If any of you out there are interested in the offense that he runs, exclamation point bunch on the defense of the 335, exclamation point 335. If you're interested in joining the text membership, exclamation point text. Also, if you're new to the channel, please click the like button and the subscribe button. Us three are all subscribers. It's free to you. Cody puts out about 6 to 8 videos a day, as well as goes live most nights at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So you want to make sure you click that subscribe and the bell button so that you are alerted when a video is put out here on the channel. And guys, as we start getting ready for this Super Bowl, I don't know as much of the players on these teams as maybe you guys do. Kind of give me what you thought, what you think could be the player of the game. I know that Lamar Jackson's on Seth and Cody has Mahomes. Any other players that you guys can think of that could be the player of the game here for either one of these guys?
Well, currently, as I'm looking at Cody's roster, actually, I see he has a lot of like speedy type corners, right? So he has Perry Nickerson. He has a lot of speed at corner. What I'm curious to see as well is how he's going to utilize, Julio Jones and Robbie Anderson. That's a great duo of a core, wide receiver core that he has on offense. And then with the fact that he's running bunch tight end, it's going to be very difficult for Seth to play, man to man against those two type of receivers. So I'm interested to see what he does offensively with those two receivers.
Hoodie?
Also, I was thinking Julio Jones as well. Cody's going to stick to his game. He's not going to go away from trying to pass the ball. So it's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes and the connection between Patrick Mahomes and Julio Jones.
While we're waiting for this game to be, I'd love to kind of get your guys' thoughts. You guys are big time Madden players. We've definitely gone to the new consoles. Where do you see the next gen Madden game? And I'm not talking about Madden 21. Let's go to Madden 22. What can these guys do to even enhance this game even more going into the next gen games this coming year in 2021?
I really believe EA could really work on a lot of the mechanics, especially when it comes to the stick work and the juking and spin moves. Supposedly it was revamped this year, and I think it's been okay, but it's not to the full effect of what I guess the community wanted to see. There's a lot of like glitchy moments where balls are overthrown by Aaron Rodgers, all because he has Gunslinger. A lot of weird animations that happen. Even weird glitches, such as like we had like a pump block glitch for a while that was going around in the community. And during the Mutt League and Mutt Ultimate Team and so on. So I want to see like all those little areas fixed as my last thought. Just because in this next 4 minutes, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to be logging off. I have to work tomorrow, so.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, it's a little late. Are you going to be able to stay on for the game, or are you going to have to log off?
Yeah, I'm definitely have to log off pretty soon because I gotta wake up early. Cause I'm a teacher for my high school, so I gotta wake up pretty early.
Well, thank you for your man. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. So I just off the I coached my son's basketball team, and that was a trying time. Well, I mean, I'm a serious competitor, as I know a lot of you guys are, and when you're coaching 6th and 7th graders, their attention span isn't where you think they should be. You got to go back and say, yeah, when I was their age, I was like that too. But
Yeah, right now, especially with everything going on in the world, COVID and stuff like that. Even my own personal experiences with that as well within my own family. Just, I think it's kind of a blessing to know, like, I'm still working, I'm still, eating, still able to go outside and get the few groceries that I can before I go back inside and spend time with your loved ones and play some Madden football, enjoy some time with you guys, and kind of repeat the next day.
Hey man, 100%. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you joining. I mean, I thought this was really a lot of fun, man. So I appreciate you you coming on, and you definitely enhanced the commentating piece of it tremendously. So thank you so much for helping me with that.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Take it away. I know this game between Cody and Seth is gonna be kind of wild because you know how Seth is with his bragging rights. So
That's right. That's right.
So, but you guys take care. Have a good night.
All right,
and
man.
to the rest of the stream and the chat and Cody, have a good night as well. And Seth, I'm kind of not rooting for you, but I am. Sorry, not sorry.
That's hilarious. Hey, man, have a blessed evening and be safe. We appreciate you.
All right, guys, have a good night.
All right, you too. All right, Hoodie. So it's you and I.
All right, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, this is what everybody been waiting for, honestly.
That is, man. Yeah, see, I got to be up early to work tomorrow too, but I'm kind of excited to see this game. So we'll see
I'm glad you're here to lead.
Yeah, Seth's been waiting for this. So this has been, I think Seth's been waiting for this one for sure.
Yeah, I believe that a lot of people saw Cody as a clear favorite. You know how Cody is with tips and everything, and him just being an absolute genius at the game. So it'd just be interesting to see how Seth will approach this game. Like I said earlier, it's gonna come down to the takeaways. It's gonna come down to who's able to move the ball more efficiently or whatnot. As you can see, even there's a disparity between their teams. Cody has the 82 overall Cowboys, and Seth has a 95 overall Jets. So there is an advantage right there.
And Hoodie, Cody mentioned something earlier that I think is going to play pivotal here, and that's execution. Cody does have some playmakers at some key positions like wide receiver and defensive back. Again, we saw in the beginning in the last game where Seth really struggled at the beginning of the game and gave Craig an opportunity to really take a hold of that game. And kudos to Seth for kind of getting back to his game plan and executing it. But Hoodie, agree or disagree that execution, whether or not you're 95, 98, 82, 89, whatever, it's going to come down to execution and making the right reads and not forcing things.
Definitely. Seth definitely has to come away with great execution in this game. There was a lot of throws last game that I didn't agree with, a lot that I think that if the Browns players had picked it or if it would have been a sack, fumble or whatnot, it would have been a totally different game. So Seth has to definitely try to eliminate as many mistakes as possible to come away with the victory in this game.
All right, so we're getting ready to get into the Super Bowl here, and I guess Seth's waiting on his uniform changes. I'm not really sure here what's going on. We'll wait and see. And it looks like Cody's ready to go. So I want to thank you all for joining us here on the chat. Looks like from my end, we've got about 32 viewers, so that's pretty cool. It's going to come down to execute. And my phone's loud. So here we go. Hoodie, we're getting strapped in, get the seatbelt on. It's going to be a bumpy ride here as we're headed towards the Super Bowl between Seth and Cody. Bragging rights, Super Bowl champions, and $100 goes to the winner. And Hoodie, I guess if you're Cody, you've already got the money, so you just kind of just pocket it.
Oh yeah, definitely have to pocket that for a rainy day. But like you said, there's a lot of bragging rights here. You know, Seth is a big talker. He's going to try to use that momentum, try to use any big plays that he gets to his advantage, kind of juice him up a little bit going into this game.
You know, I think that would be a lot of fun if we were able to interview Seth before this game, or at least afterwards. That'd
Or
be
a post interview
entertaining for sure. Yeah, post interview. Yeah, that'd be entertaining to say the least. All right, so here we go, getting ready to kick off the Super Bowl, and we'll see who gets the ball first. And you know, for me, Hoodie, you know, kicking the ball, receiving the ball in the second half, and it looks like Cody's gonna get the ball first. To me, it's huge to receive the ball in the second half, because I think it's, you know, if you're down, you have a chance to get back up. You're up, you have a chance to extend the lead.
Absolutely, and with Seth having a very aggressive defense that he does, he's able to kind of lean on his defense in order to get the ball back to his explosive offense. So I'm sure that he's enjoying this situation right now.
So Cody will get the ball first, obviously. He would take it at the 25. So we'll see this offensive Cody's against this defensive Seth that just seems to be, in a better word, just a tremendous defense, a lot of speed. We were able to see that in the last game where Hoodie, that speed showed up quite a bit for Seth.
Of course, off the edge, he has Ward coming off the edge with that 97 speed. So it's going to be hard I think it's going to be a little difficult for Cody to try to, do all the rollouts along with those two edge threats that Seth has.
So 1st and 10 from the 25 as he comes out and gun bunch as he normally does, audibling out the line with Mahomes. Motions Anderson out, play action, rolls, sacked, fumble, and Seth's able to pick up the huge turnover of the first play. And Seth, just like that, is able to sack Mahomes, calls a fumble, and Hoodie, the first big turnover of the game comes on the first play, and Seth's able to get the ball and at the 15 has a chance to take the lead.
And that's what we were talking about earlier, that speed of that defense, those edge threats. It's going to be a tough time for Cody back there in the pocket for the rest of the game.
So 1st and 10 for Seth. And, man, just a huge heartbreak there for Cody on the first play, as, like he normally does on the PA post, was going to roll out to the right, but Seth and that defense is able to corral him. They force a fumble. First play, hands it off, and Cody ready for that run, Hoodie, and good job there defensively by Cody.
Definitely. I don't think that it'd be great for Seth to be conservative right here, because even though he has the ball right now, he could kick 3. He wants to put as many points on the board as possible, because you know how explosive Cody's offense is.
That's right. And he runs the ball up the middle with Nick Chubb, and he gets the ball up to the 8-yard line. 3rd and 4 to the 8. A huge third down possession. Hoodie, if you're Seth and you don't make it here, you take the points, right?
Of course. You have to take the points right here. Going up 3-0 is better than having a 0-0 game.
So 3rd and 4 from the 8. Seth under center with Jackson. Chubb in the backfield. We'll see if he decides to run the ball here. He will. Hands up to Chubb, and he's going to have the first down to the 4-yard line. So a huge conversion there on 3rd and 4. And Seth gets a fresh new set of downs inside the 5. So if you're just joining us, Cody turns over the ball the first play. Now Seth has a chance to go up, runs to the right side on the stretch to Chubb, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And Hoodie, this is where it's difficult, is this red zone offense from the 5 and lower. You just got to be very methodical, and it's just hard to get in, isn't it?
Definitely have to be methodical. The reads are a lot more quicker in that 10 to 5 yard line towards the end zone. As you see, Cody right now is just shooting through that gap makes it a little difficult to pass, makes it a little difficult to run up the middle. So like to see what Seth does here to try to get into the end zone.
Yeah, Seth runs up the middle with Chubb, and no siree, says Cody. Brings up 3rd and goal from the 4. So back-to-back possession where Seth runs the ball, but he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So huge 3rd and goal here for Cody in this offense as Seth decides to go no. It's 5 wide out here. No back to his hip as he's going to spread Cody out here on 3rd and goal from the 4. Watch for the quarterback draw here. He's going to roll him out. He's got some time, and he's going to take it. He's only going to get to the 3. So a huge stop, Hoodie, for Cody to force that 4th down, and now Seth's going to kick a field goal.
Yeah, I think Seth went a little too wild on that run. I would have liked to see him run straight up the middle with Lamar Jackson. Lamar has that 96 speed, and he has the ability to where he doesn't fumble. So would have liked him to take the chance right there, but I can understand.
So 3-0 is the lead for Seth after the fumble. So Cody, while he did give up points, to me is a win-win for him because instead of going down 7-0, he goes down 3-0. He has a chance to take the lead here in this possession. So Hoodie, it's going to be interesting to see how Cody decides to attack this defense after what we just witnessed in the last possession.
And if I'm Cody here, I'm not really worried. I'm worried about the pressure, but I'm not really worried about what my offense can do because we haven't really seen Cody throw a pass yet.
So he's going to roll here. He's got some time, and he's going to throw a dot to Raymond at the 38. So 1st and 10, move the chains for the Cowboys, and he goes to a quick no huddle back to the line. Audibling at the line is Cody. Motions Anderson over. Play action rolls. Got some time. And goes to that delay fade to Noah Fant. And gets up to the 40. And Hoodie, he's moving the ball methodically this drive.
Yeah, he's making his reads. He's getting the ball out of Mahomes' hands quickly. That's what you like to see from Cody.
Anderson motions again to the left. Again, play action rolls right. He's got some time. And he's just going to run, and this time he's going to get knocked out of bounds at the 42, so a loss of 2 there. As Seth able to bag that delay fade that got him the last play, and Cody just had nowhere to go with the ball, Hoodie, and not able to throw the ball away. He takes a loss of 2.
Nowhere to go on that play. I would have liked to see Cody throw the ball away on that possession, but I could see he thought Mahomes could probably get up and get a couple yards for him.
So he throws a quick out to Anderson, and with the nice hit stick there by Seth trying to cause a fumble, it doesn't do that. Doesn't get the animation. 3rd and 7, and he goes back to the line. So a huge 3rd down here for both players. Back to pass. Going to play action rolls right. He's got some time. He's going to get the delay fade. Noah Fant. He slides down wisely, and to the 19 he goes, Hoodie. He's starting to turn up the heat offensively.
Yeah, he's turning up the heat. He's going with a bit of tempo here on offense, trying to get Seth off balance because Seth can't really find a play that can stop the outside to the left and the rollout to the right. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does or to combat that going forward.
And he found Robbie Anderson on the left there. Back to pass again, goes to the left to Raymond, and it's complete. And it's a 1st and goal from the 8. So here we go. A chance for Cody to take the lead here. Both players undefeated here in the Super Bowl. Again, the winner takes home $100 in the CFM. Quick pressure going up the middle to Scott. He throws a quick out to Scott, and gets it to the 2. And Hoodie, it looks like pressure was coming from the right side, but he was able to throw a quick pass out to Scott, and now he's got a chance to score here from the 2.
Yeah, Seth is still being aggressive, sending the pressure at Cody, kind of getting him a little routed in the pocket, but Cody's able to make a quick dot to his running back. If Cody can get into the end zone, that would be a huge statement, considering that Seth was not able to get into the end zone on his drive. Will Seth be able to get into the end zone if Cody scores or if he holds Cody? That would be yet to see.
So Cody at the 2. We'll see what he decides to do here. Under center with Mahomes. He's going to run stretch to Logan. Oh, what a move. He scores in the end zone. Touchdown Seth, touchdown Cowboys. Hoodie, a huge play there by Cody with nice stick work, able to get him in the end zone.
Definitely great stick work by Cody right there. It seemed that Seth had that run bag, but Logan had a different plan for the defense.
Nice juke by Logan, and the kick is up and good. So Cody, after his first possession fumble in the first play, he turns his second possession into a touchdown and takes the lead 7-3. And we will see what what Seth's offense can do after they'll have to drive the full length of the field from the 34. And Hoodie, be interesting to see what Seth decides to do here offensively after only getting a field goal in the last drive.
If I'm Seth, I know that Cody's offense is a very quick scoring offense, so the time is going to have to be your friend at this one. You want to waste as much time as possible, but you still want to get the ball into the end zone. You don't want to get too conservative, because if you get a ball back to Cody, he can score in 4 minutes or he can score in 4 seconds.
So back to passes Jackson. He's going to throw it. It's going to be it's swatted away. Kind of surprised that, and you might know this more than I guess computer, they don't really intercept the ball, but man, that would have been a huge pick there. It looked like it could have been.
And right there, we almost saw a takeaway for the defense for Cody right there. Guess he's hoping that would have been in his favor, but Seth is right here again with another play.
So rolling, he's going to throw it across the middle, and it's incomplete as there was a lot of pressure there from Cody and that defense. So Cody bringing the pressure. And on 3rd and 10, a huge play here for Seth. Seth does get the ball beginning of the first half. But this is a crucial drive for him to try to answer the score that Cody had, because that last possession, Cody moved the ball pretty well and really didn't have a time where it felt like that was ever going to be in jeopardy. So 3rd and 10 here from the 34. Audibling at the line is Jackson. Back to pass. Cat time rolls right. And he's going to throw a long pass, and that's going to be way overthrown. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 10. And Hoodie, can I talk about that? What does that have to do with? Because it didn't look like anybody was around Jackson. It's just not that good of a passer. Is there some type of ability there?
Right there, I feel like he just probably got a bad animation from Jackson, but with the first down being right there, first down marker being right there in front of him, I would have liked to see Seth run for that with Lamar Jackson, or at least pick up a couple more yards than what just happened there.
Yeah, it could have gotten a more manageable 4th down if he did that, but not so. So 4th and 10, there's a quick out, and it's going to be knocked away. And turnover on downs, not what you wanted if you're Seth, and a huge play by Cody. And so Cody takes over in good field position.
Yeah, 4 straight passes, 4 straight incompletions. Not a good start for offense for Seth. It was the same start that he had against the Browns, but when you're going against someone like Cody, you're going to have to take advantage of all offense possessions you have.
100%. Yep, 100%. Back to passes. Mahomes rolls right. He's going to throw a dot, and it's going to be incomplete, and it wasn't even caught. But you brought up a great point. Seth started slow last game, was able to slowly get it into rhythm, and finally ran away with the game. But like you said, going up against a guy like Cody, got to take advantage when you have the time. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to do that last possession. So 2nd and 10 for Cody at the 34. Motions Anderson out. Play action. He's got some time in the pocket. And again, clean pocket here. And this time he's sacked. Just waiting for someone to get open. And Hoodie, no one can get open. So a great sack there by Seth and forces a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, seeing he went to a cover 4 match concept right there. Really good with covering the boundaries, and he did a real good job of using the fade. So let's see if he can step it up again.
So pass across the middle is going to be complete, and it looked like it was to Anderson. It was. So 1st and 10. So a huge 3rd down conversion for Cody, and he goes straight to the no huddle. So right when Seth thought maybe he could get off the field and get a big play, Cody's the one that converts. Anderson motions over. Another quick out to Anderson, and it's complete. And Hoodie, that left side of the field has been open when he's wanted to go there for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he has a flat zone over there on the left-hand side, so Cody's able to take advantage of that all game long.
Mahomes just sitting back in the pocket, no pressure, Just has time. And just dancing around, and this time he's sacked. And man, he could have baked a cake back there, Hoodie. He had plenty of time to do whatever he wanted to do. And the packet ended up collapsing. He ended up getting sacked. So 3rd and 11 here. Cody was able to convert in his last 3rd down. And back to pass is Mahomes. Going to throw quick over to Scott, and it's going to be complete, but he's not going to be well short of the 1st down. And looks like Cody wisely will go for the field goal.
Definitely great defense right there by Seth to get off the field.
Yeah, I was about to ask you how huge that was for Seth. And that kicks right down the middle. So, Hoodie, big stop there for Seth. And now he's got to have his offense has got to step it up right now.
Yeah, offense definitely has to step it up. Lamar Jackson is 0 for 4 for his passing. So, Seth has enough time to kind of, establish the run game, dink and dunk down the field. He could take 3 because he does get the ball at half, but he needs to get some points right here.
100%. Yeah, points are critical. If you got to take 3, you got to take 3. You're right. That he's got to be able to get points, and he cannot afford to turn over the football. So here we go, 1st and 10, 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Cody up 10-3. Back to passes Jackson. Rolls right. He's got some time. He's going to go long, and it's going to be incomplete. As he had a man there, but he was well covered and knocked away by Cody. And Hoodie, a nice defensive play by Cody as Seth trying to go long on first play.
Yeah, it seems that Seth is trying to get it all back on one play, but he has the clock on his side. He has 2 of his 3 timeouts, and he gets the ball at half. So I would like to see him dink and dunk down the field a little bit more.
Back to pass. Here's Jackson. He's going to throw it out. It's going to be complete to Ruggs. Henry Ruggs has got daylight, and he will go to pay dirt and touchdown Jets. And Hoodie, second play, he found a dot to Ruggs and scores a touchdown.
Well, I guess he doesn't want to take my advice on this one, but right there, getting the ball to his superstar, Henry Ruggs right there for a quick touchdown, which is good, but you do leave enough time for Cody to try to get another score here. And let's see if he can play defense as he did earlier.
10-10 is the score, so Seth scores pretty quick and is able to tie the game up at 10. And it just goes to show that stop there for Seth on that last possession, forcing Cody to 3, was huge. Instead of being down 4, he's tied the game up at 10. So we'll see what Cody's offense can do here. 2:16 to go in the first half. Again, Cody will get the ball. No, excuse me. Seth gets the ball at the beginning of the second half. So Cody audibling at the line here. He's got some time. Play action. He's going to throw a dot over the middle to Raymond, and he gets a complete and just starts running backwards. Looked like he was trying to do some stick work, but Hoodie had pushed him backwards. So what could have been a gain of about 10 ends up only being a gain of 4.
And one thing I like right there from Seth is that he actually used a rush Patrick Mahomes, forcing Cody to have that quick throw over the middle. Probably a throw that Cody wouldn't want to make off first. He would probably want to go through his reads, but forcing that quick read is what I like to see out of Seth.
Back to pass to Mahomes. Going to throw quick. It's picked off. It's picked off by Seth. And Seth taking it to the 10-5 touchdown, Seth. And a turnover for Cody. And Hoodie, that's not what you wanted if you're Cody.
Definitely not what you want from Cody, but I like the adjustment that I saw to Seth. He put his cornerback on the left-hand side on a flat route to play the out that he's been giving up for early part of the game, and he's able to use it in the middle of the field while Isaiah Simmons, who has that 95 speed and 90-plus jump. So definitely what I like to see. It's a 17-10 game. He gets the ball at the second half. Can Seth do what others thought he couldn't do?
That's right. And Cody just being his worst enemy right now, throwing that interception. But Hoodie, we know Cody, and he still has it in him. He can score here with a minute 54. Plenty of time to go for him to score.
Plenty of time, but we talked about it earlier with the takeaways. Who can get the first takeaway? Who can get more takeaways? Who can keep their offense off the field? So
that's right. Yep, down the head. And he'll just run with Mahomes. Nice run. Gets it over to the 43. That is a really good gain there on the quarterback scramble. And if you're taking notes, Cody has turned the ball over twice. So we'll see what happens there. Throws out to Scott and gets nailed. And he gets it to the 43, so gets it back to the line of scrimmage. But a minute 25 and counting here. Back to passes Mahomes. Edge pressure going, and it's going to be incomplete as he had no time, Hoodie, to make a decision there.
Yeah, right there. He had an edge threat off the right side coming at him very quickly, had to force another throw. And that's just the advantage that Seth has with this team of his.
Rolls out Mahomes to the right. And here it comes. He's going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete as he's going to that delay fade. And Seth had that sniffed out. And so it brings up 4th and 10. And this could be a huge play, Hoodie, for Seth if he's able to get a stop here.
If Seth is able to get a stop, he could possibly get points and go up at least 2 possessions going into the second half.
Mahomes across the middle is a dot to Anderson. So at the 2-minute mark, or excuse me, at the timeout with a minute 08, Cody's able to get inside the Jets' territory, and he still has a lot of time to get points here. Back to pass. He's going to throw over the middle. It's complete. And it's complete to the 16. And Hoodie, a huge play there for Raymond. And here we go, play action. And he's going to throw it, and it's just incomplete. He had Noah Fant wide open, Hoodie. It looked like the pressure just got to him.
Had Noah Fant wide open, but without, like we was talking about earlier, with the edge that's getting back to him, he's able to force an errant throw, and we'll see where he goes from here.
So with Mahomes, he rolls up to the right and only able to get up to the 15 as he just takes it out of bounds as everything's bagged on the back end. So good job by Seth and that defense. So 36 seconds to go here in the first half. 17-10, Seth with the lead. Cody threatening in the red zone. Back to passes Mahomes. Got time. He's going to throw it over the middle. It's going to be caught by Julio Jones, and he gets it to the 1-yard line. A nice dot, but a really good touchdown-saving tackle there by Seth, Hoodie.
Yeah, good throw by Cody. He's stressing the user by having all those field. Seth really doesn't know which one to pick, either the cross route coming from the left to the right or the one coming from the right to the left. So very good job by Cody.
And goes to fullback dive, and that's going to be knocked back at the 2. So Cody has used his last time out. So depending on what he decides to do here, he might have 2-3 plays left in the arsenal before the end of the half. We'll see here. Seth definitely selling out for the run for sure. He's going to stretch it. He's going to go, and he goes out to the 1. Wow. Doesn't get the animation for the reach, and I don't really necessarily know if they even have one, but looked like Seth might have hit him so hard, knocked him into the end zone. So Cody will take that.
Seth called a timeout.
Seth called the timeout. That's right. Interesting timeout there by Seth.
Yeah, I don't particularly agree with that, but sportsmanship.
Yep. So he's going to run it, and untouched into the end zone goes Cody. Touchdown Cowboys, and we are an extra point away from being tied, and he'll get it. Down the middle, 17-17, and Hoodie, a huge score there by Cody to bring this even at 17 right before the end of the half.
Yeah, calling that timeout on the one where Cody had chose to do a no huddle going into a spike wasn't really the best call for Seth. If Cody would have spiked it there, it would have been 4th down around on the 2-yard line. So interesting call.
Yeah, interesting call. Might come back and bite him. So 17-17, there's the score. And with 1 second to go, we'll see what Seth's got up his sleeve, if anything, going into the half. Back to passes Jackson. He's going to go deep, and it's going to be picked off. We'll see what happens here. If he's able to get any kind of it's going to run out of real estate. But either way, a nice pick. And so we go to the half, tied up at 17. Hoodie, right quick, what are you looking forward to in the second half?
In the second half. I'm looking to see if Seth can continue to be pretty good with the ball. He has that one pick that he just threw, but for the most part, he's been pretty good with keeping the ball out of defense's hands. Pretty balanced on his attack with who he's getting the ball to. But Cody has also been giving up a lot of big plays. So will Cody continue to give up these big plays going into the second half?
And Cody with 2 turnovers. Seth hasn't had a turnover. He's had a turnover on downs, but as far as turnovers go, he hasn't had any. Can he keep it up? We'll see. We're tied at 17. Seth trying to get the first score of the second half. Back to passes Jackson. He's got some time. Here comes some pressure. And he's just going to throw it. He's able to get it to complete to Andrews. Holy smokes. It looked like that was, I don't know, Hoodie, but I didn't think that was going to be complete, but he's able to get it complete.
Very risky throw right there, but I'm guessing that he believed that the delay fade was going to get a point, and he trusted his offense.
2nd and 4 from the 36. Motions Carson out left. Back to passes Jackson. He's got some time. Here comes some pressure. He's just going to roll. He's just going to throw it away wisely by Seth. And it brings up 3rd and 4. And Hoodie right there. He's just about taking your check downs. If they're not there, just throw the ball away. Live to see another down.
Have to live to see another down. I'm surprised to see that Seth hasn't tried to run the ball since getting the ball early in the first quarter after that fumble from Patrick Mahomes. So we'll see if he'll try to incorporate that going forward.
Yeah, it's been all pass for Seth for sure. And he might actually heard you talking under center. He's going to go stretch to Chubb. That's exactly the play he calls. Bounce off of one tackle and not able to get off the second, but gets up past the 50 to the 32. And Hoodie, this might be the second time where Seth's read your mind.
Yeah, it looks like he's taking a page on my playbook right now, keeping a balanced attack so far. So good by Seth.
The 1st and 10 from the 32 after Seth had a huge pickup on the ground. Back to passes Jackson. He's got some time, and he's just going to throw the ball away. Bagged up on the back end by Cody. Really good defense there. And a good decision by Seth just to throw it away. Brings it up 2nd and 10 with 4:19 to go here in the third quarter. He's going to hand it off to Chubb, and he's got a nice room on the left side. Takes it up to the 23 and 3rd and inches. And Hoodie, it looks like on this drive he's having more success running the ball than throwing.
Yes, keeping a balanced attack. Keep Cody on his toes with the run. So yeah, we'll see if he can continue going with this going forward.
Quarterback sneak will get the first down to the 22, so a new fresh set of downs for Seth. As Seth trying to break the tie here on his first possession of the second half. Audibling out the line. See what Cody does defensively as well. His man falls down. He's got some time. He's got a man wide open to the right. And he gets it to the 23. He loses. No, he's okay. I thought he might have lost a yard there, but did not take advantage of that as Cody's man fell down and he throws a dot, but momentum carries him out of bounds.
Yeah, I would have tried to playmaker that shallow wide receiver up the field a little more. He had a lot of green grass in front of him. Seems that Seth is kind of rushing his throws a little bit right now, but we'll see going forward.
He throws a quick out. That's going to be incomplete. So it brings up 3rd and 10. So a huge third down here for both Cody and Seth. Can Cody get the stop? Can Seth convert? We'll see here. It's a chess match for sure. 2:47 to go in the third. Seth going to audible. Could this be a run play? We'll see. The last time he audibled under center, it was a huge gain for Chubb. And he will. He's going to go to the run game, and Cody was ready for it, Hoodie, and a huge stop right there by Cody, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't agree with that call right there and then. I feel like if he was going to run the ball, he should have did it on 2nd down or even 1st down, trying to make it a more manageable downs going forward, but I can understand the play call.
So Seth, take the points here, go up by 3. and rely on his defense to get a stop. So Seth will kick the ball up, and the ball is it's good. So Seth 20, Cody 17, and Hoodie. Cody's going to have a chance to take the lead here on this possession.
Oh, yeah. Definitely going to have a chance to take the lead. If I'm Cody right now, this is the situation that I like to be in. Only down by 3. Have all my timeouts, enough time on the clock. I can get down the field. Seth has shown that he has the ability to kind of lock up Cody's offense, but Cody may have more in store for him.
1st and 10 from the 25. As Cody has only led once in this game. He's going to go long, and it's going to be incomplete. Not really sure about that throw there. Didn't look like open to me, Hoodie, but either way, it's incomplete. He lives to see another down.
Yeah, I don't really agree with that throw, but you got to take your chances when you have them.
Motions Anderson out. He's got some time. He's going to throw a quick out, and it's going to be complete to Julio Jones. And Hoodie, we haven't really called Julio Jones' name a lot today, but when we have, he's made some big plays.
Julio Jones was my game changer, I thought, going into the Super Bowl for Cody. So it was good to see him give him the ball.
So 2 catches, I believe, for Julio Jones. And here we go. Play action Mahomes. Rolls out right. It's got some time. He's going to throw, and it's going to be intercepted on the delay fade. Cody thought he had him, and it was bagged. And so this will be the 3rd turnover of the game, Hoodie, for Cody. And not what you wanted to do right there on that position to try to go up.
Not what you wanted to do right there. I see that he had the shallow wide receiver open. Was thinking that he was going to take the shallow wide receiver, take the yards that he can get, but he forces it to the delayed fade, and Seth comes up with the interception.
1st and 10, a touchdown here would be huge for Seth, considering how his defense is playing. Back to pass. Here comes some pressure. He's just going to throw it away, and wisely. And thought for a minute there Cody might get the sack, but Seth able to throw the ball away last minute. So 2nd and 10. Seth from the 49. Motions over Ruggs. Creating that one-on-one on the outside. We'll see. Back to pass. Again, it is going to be, oh my goodness, nearly intercepted, Hoodie, as he's under pressure, and that could have been a pick as well.
Could have been a pick. I like what Cody's doing. He's sending a lot of pressure at the quarterback. He knows that Seth is favoring rolling out to that right side, so he's sending pressure off the right. He's doing a real good job of covering Henry Ruggs, who is the superstar wide receiver that Seth has. So doing a real good job on defense right now. Can he keep it up?
3rd and 10, a huge 3rd down here for Cody. If he can get a stop here, maybe force a punt by Seth. And Seth here is going to flip the play. So we'll see here what happens here. He's going to run the ball, and he gets nothing. He gets absolutely nothing, Hoodie, and he gets back up to the line of scrimmage. Cody forcing a punt after that turnover. And here's the key to these turnovers. I believe Seth's only able to capitalize out of 1 turnover, which is only 3 points.
Yeah, definitely want to try to get points where you can off these turnovers. Even if it's only 3 points, you want to put points on the board because Cody can score at any time of the game.
And so only 3 points off 3 turnovers. That's definitely what's keeping Cody in the game for sure. But Cody now having the opportunity to get back in the lead with this drive right here. 1st and 10 from the 18. See what Cody has in this drive right in this first play. Motions out. Anderson back to pass. It's going to throw over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete to Raymond, as it looked like, Hoodie, that Seth was bringing pressure up the middle. It was picked up, and he had a man, just could not get in the ball.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of adjusting to what Cody is doing. He sees that Cody is doing similar plays and similar concepts, so he's doing a good job of getting out there and playing those.
Quick out to Raymond's complete to the 27, so gain of 9, so brings up 3rd and 1. So a very manageable 3rd down here for Cody. It'd be interesting to see, Hoodie, if Cody starts using them just a little bit of clock here. It's not his forte with running the ball. But we'll see here. And he's going to go long, and it's going to be complete to who else? The playmaker, Julio Jones. And Hoodie, what a dot there from Patrick Mahomes to Jones.
Yeah, big play by Cody right there to Julio Jones. I thought he was going to take the underneath to R1, the running back right there, but he ends up going for the big play, and it rewards him.
So 1st and 10 from the 44. He's getting closer to field goal range if he's unable to convert here on the next 4 downs. Back to pass is Mahomes. So a quick out to Anderson. And it's wide open to the 40. So there's that pass again, Hoodie. A little out pattern to Anderson.
And right now, Cody's starting to find a rhythm for his offense. He knows that I think he's throwing around 3 picks right now, but he's starting to find a rhythm for his offense and starting to make those throws down the field that gets him closer and closer to the touchdown.
And he does it just that with Raymond to the 9. And a huge drive here by Cody. And Seth trying to get his name on the map as one of the best players around among the subscribers, and he can do that with a win here. But so far, Cody's not so sure about to give it up as he gets it to the 11-yard line. And Hoodie, a score here would be huge and put a lot of pressure on Seth.
Score would definitely put a lot of pressure on Seth, but he's having a bend but not break defense so far. Last time Cody was in this situation, he scored, but the time before that, he only was able to kick 3. So let's see if he can hold him to 3 and get the ball back with around 3.5, 4 minutes left on the clock.
Yep.
See what Seth can do with it.
That's right. Back to pass. He throws a dot over the middle. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cody, to Robbie Anderson. And Hoodie, after we talked about it, a huge conversion there and a huge touchdown. Now it goes into Seth's lap here to see what he can do.
Nice throw by Cody and nice throw by Patrick Mahomes. There's a real tight window for that throw. Could have been a possibility for the defense back to play that and pick it off, but good touchdown.
So 24-20 is now the score. Cody takes the lead. And Seth will have the ball at the 29 to see if he's able to score a touchdown here and get the lead back with 4:25 to go in the game. So again, a huge possession here. A lot on the line, $100, and then of course being the Super Bowl champions in the CFM. Jackson motion Henry Ruggs over to the left side. Back to passes Jackson. He's got some time, throws it out to Carson. He's got it complete to the 38, so gain of 9. It's a little bit short of the 1st down on the 38. We'll see if Seth has to run the ball here. Nope. Back to pass. Again, he's got some time. And he's going to throw it over the middle, and he's got it complete on the tight end fade, it looks like there. And Hoodie, Seth's starting to dial up some big plays, and he's connecting on them.
Dialing up some big plays. It seems like both of these offenses are really mirroring each other. We have said it early in the game, and I'll continue to say it. This game's going to come down to who can come up with a stop when they most need it.
That's right. Back to pass. He's going to throw it. He's going to be open, and it's Henry Ruggs, and he gets it to the 24 as he comes down with the catch. And so with 3:20 to go in the game, Seth moving the ball, and he gets it to the 24. So 1st and 10. Motions Adams over to the right side. Back to pass. Got time. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be complete to Ruggs again. So on back-to-back plays, Henry Ruggs comes up with huge catches. And Hoodie, just like that, he's inside the red zone.
Inside the red zone. He's chewing clock right now, trying to take as much time away from the clock as possible because we know that Cody does have that quick and fast-paced offense that can get down the field. So good job by him. It seemed on that last play that Cody's user had fell down, so I don't know how much that played in the part of Seth being able to pick up yards so far.
He throws a quick out in the last play and able to get the gain of 3. So we'll see if he wants to take this down to the 2-minute warning or if he's going to hike it before then. He's going to hike it before then. Back to pass. He's got time. He's going to throw it across the middle. Oh my gosh, Hoodie. It's a catch, but my goodness, that could easily have been a pick.
Definitely a risky throw right there. I'm sure he wanted to roll out and run with Lamar Jackson, but Cody is not allowing that.
3rd and 2. So a huge play. It's four down territory, no doubt. And again, Seth's got to be mistake-free. Back to pass here. Oh my gosh, it's sacked in the backfield. He's sacked to the 16, and it's 4th and 14. And Hoodie, this could be the game.
This can be the game. I don't believe this is 4 down territory. I take my points here, but Seth probably knows better than I do.
154 to go in the game. And a turnover on downs here puts Seth behind that ball tremendously. Back to pass. He's going to throw it in the corner. It's going to be caught. Are they going to give it to him? Yes. He's able to come down for the first down. And Hoodie, he stared adversity in the eye and he answered the bell.
Nice throw by Lamar Jackson. I would have liked for him to throw that ball a little bit early. Probably could have turned it into a touchdown, but great catch by the wide receiver. Great throw by Lamar Jackson.
So a huge down here for Seth as a touchdown to put a lot of pressure on Cody and his offense. But as Hoodie has said, Cody's offense could strike pretty quickly. So we'll see what Seth wants to do here from the 2. He's going to go with the middle to Chubb. He bounced off for 1 tackle. Cannot bounce off the second, gets back to the line of scrimmage and is taken down. So Cody uses his last time out of the game. And so 2nd and goal from the 2. So Seth trying to win his first championship and win $100. Up the middle is Chubb. No. Hoodie, a huge stop there for Cody. It brings up a 3rd and goal.
Yeah, it seems that Seth is trying to run the ball up the middle. It's kind of good that he wasn't able to score so quickly. He could waste a little bit more time off the clock. But Cody is bunching that line together in the middle, and he has his user. So,
yeah,
right there, he scores in the QB draw with Lamar Jackson, and hey, good touchdown. 27-24. Cody doesn't have any timeouts.
Nope, no timeouts, and that's a huge score there for Seth. And Seth goes up 27-24, and Cody, his championship hopes are hanging in the wind right now as he needs some huge plays. Now, here's the thing, Hoodie. If there's a person that can do it, it's Cody.
Yeah, Cody is the person that, if anything is possible, and Cody will be the person to do it. He has the offense. He has the quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. He has the playmaker in Robbie Anderson and Julio Jones. It'll be interesting to see. He has to get out of bounds on all these plays. Tackling bounds would not be to his advantage. So we'll see going forward.
So 1st and 10 from the 25. Cody down by 3. And like Hoodie said, he needs to get out of bounds. Getting tackled inbounds would at least take 8 to 10 seconds off the clock before the next play, before the ball's snapped. Back to pass. Got time. It's got a lot of time here. And he's going to throw it, and it's going to be picked off. And Seth is going to win the Super Bowl, and Seth is going to win $100. And Hoodie, a huge game for Seth.
Huge game for Seth. Big interception by Seth going into the game. Cody was using a lot of time sitting in the pocket, but Seth's able to come away with it. Nice user rush off the edge by Seth.
Cody.
Man, good game, Seth.
Cody, what happened there? It just seemed like he was able to score there and put a lot of pressure on the offense.
Yeah, in my opinion, he got lucky. But that's my
Yeah.
opinion. He threw a slant on 4th and 30 and somehow got 30 yards out of it. So I'm a little irritated about that slant route more than anything. I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect for him. I felt like he got a lot of lucky breaks over and over and over again throughout the course of the game. It didn't help that he had a God squad. So I'm definitely a little bit irked that I lost that one. And then I threw a stupid interception. I threw like probably 3 or 4 stupid routes. So I mean, credit to him. I mean, he played great defense. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like that slant was a little bit much. I didn't think he should have got that, but it is what it is. So good game to him. Man, I thought we were going to win that one. I mean, it was obvious if you guys watch the game. I mean, his team is insane. So I mean, it's just hard to throw. It's just hard to do a lot. But yeah, it is what it is. It was a good game. Just defensively, man, that quarterback draw was actually a really good call on the 2-yard line. I thought so. I mean, that was really good. I felt like the nickel normal defense bagged him up in, but anyways, yeah, good game to Seth. As far as the league goes, we'll probably do the draft on Friday. We might do it on Thursday, but we'll probably do it on Friday. So yeah, good game to Seth.
All right. Yeah, Marcus said, y'all must be tired, bad not energy. Hey, my wife's asleep next to me, so I was lucky to even be as loud as I was.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but this was a lot of fun, man. Thank you so much for having me. Hey, just right quick, Cody, I won't be available probably till Saturday.
Hey, no problem. I was planning on that anyways. So
okay, cool.
Yeah,
all right,
you've
man.
been killing it the last couple of days, but yeah, good game to Seth. Yeah, good job to him. He's the champion. Built the best team I've ever seen. And we just it's all scheme over team thing, and sometimes the team can really play. But at the end of the day, I missed the read at the very end of the game, and that's on me. I mean, I shouldn't have. I should have just thrown the ball away and ran another play. He had a really good. He did a really good job with his quarters coverage, I thought, and his user over the middle with Isaiah Simmons. That pick 6 that he got with his user was incredible, and I made some really bad throws. I think I just got a little bit frustrated with the edge threats, but anyways, it is what it is. So thank you guys so much for casting. Thanks, Hoodie guys. If you guys haven't followed Hoodie's channel yet, just click his name in the chat, or you can just type into YouTube Hoodie904. He has a ton of good stuff about Madden. He's a really good player as well. And if you guys want to join the Ps4 CFM, we'll be starting up the off season here shortly. We're not going to start the off season up until tomorrow because I want to talk to our co-commissioner a little bit before we do that. But we'll be starting that stuff up soon. And anyways, guys, thanks for watching tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed and appreciate Glenn and Hoodie and even Yashi. These guys do an incredible job. And if you guys would be interested in casting some of the games or some of the things going on the channel, just hit me up via text. Thank you guys. If you have any Madden questions, hit me up. But yeah, thanks, Hoodie. Any final thoughts for you guys?
I really appreciate you for giving me the opportunity